Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to create a managed instant group using instance templates in GCP using GCP console. I have logged into my Google Cloud account. First, let's review the instance template. Click the navigation menu, Compute Engine, and then click Instance Templates. So we could see I have one instance template, Demo Instance Template. Let's review that. We could see this instant template is going to provision a VM of machine type E2 micro, and it is going to use the image Debian 11, and also it is going to use a startup script where it is going to install Apache 2. So now let us create a instance group using this instance template. You can create the instance group by clicking this more actions and then click create instance group, or you will be able to see the instance group here and then you can click that create instance group. Here you could see there are three options available. So you will be able to create a managed instance group, stateless, stateful, and the unmanaged instance group. So we are going to create a stateless managed instance group. Stateful instance groups is generally for the databases or some legacy applications where you wanted to persist the data. And the unmanaged instance group is generally used when we are going to group different VM instances of different machine type and things, and you wanted to manually group it, so that you will be able to do that using the unmanaged instance group. So now we are going to create a managed instance group, stateless. We need to provide a name for this instance group, so I am going to call it as demo instance group, and the instance template we need to select. So we have the demo instance template that I'll select it. And then here we have an option to select the location where we want the VMs to be provisioned, in a single zone or multiple zones. So I'm going to select as multiple zones, right? And then so the target distribution shape, so we have multiple options. So I'll just say evenly distribute, okay? And then the auto scaling options. So with the managed instance group, you have an option where you will be able to configure for auto scaling. This is not possible with the unmanaged instance group. So I am going to say minimum I need 2 instances and maximum it can go up to 3 instances. So which means always 2 instances will be running, but in case if there is a requirement, it can scale up to maximum 3. Right? And auto scaling signals, you can specify various options. So I'm going to go with the default thing. It is based on the CPU utilizations. The other options are you'll be able to give the signal based on the HTTP load balancing utilization or cloud PubSub or the cloud monitoring metric. So you can use any of those metrics and then you'll be able to auto scale based on that. So I'm going to go with the default, right? And the predictive auto scaling, so this is like you'll be able to predict and then you can do the auto scaling well in advance. That also you'll be able to do. I'm not going to do that. Click done, right? And then the initialization period, right? See, for the application to come up, it would take some time. So this is the initialization period in seconds. And the VM instance cycle, so obviously for auto healing we have to add a health check. So based on the health check, if the instance is not healthy, it will recreate that instance. Let's add a health check, create health check. So I'm going to call it as HTTP health check because we are going to check on the HTTP port. That's why I'm calling as HTTP health check. So protocol, I'll change it to HTTP. I'm not going to turn on the logs, right? And here we have the health criteria, right? So it's every 5 seconds it is going to check. So I will increase it to at least 10. And then the healthy threshold, right? So it is going to check consecutively 2 times. If the health check is successful, it is going to return as healthy. At the same time, if there is a consecutive 2 failures, it is going to return as unhealthy. So I am going to make this threshold as 3 and then click save. Okay, so now we have created a health check, right? So here we have 2 options, right? Keep the same instance configuration, instance repair, or update the instance configuration, right? So if you keep the same instance configuration, it is going to recreate, right? So if the update instance configuration means it is going to apply the latest instance template. Okay, so now we are good to go. So click create. The instance group is getting created. the instance group has been successfully created, and here we could see the status is it's ready. And here we could see it has 2 instances part of this instance group, and this is the template being used, and the group type is managed, and the auto scaling policy is this, right? Click the demo instance group, and here we could see there are 2 instances. So the instance names have some additional characters at the end to differentiate between these 2 instances, and you could see the internal and the external IP. Since we have Apache installed in this instance, we'll be able to launch and check. Click. So we could see this is from the instance 1. Let's launch this. So, and now this is from the second instance. In this demo, we have seen how to create managed instant groups using instance templates. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the demo.